Oh my god, guys, that was incredible! Hello everyone, Simo here, and we just got the biggest reveal of the rebuild coming to the Isle yet. Just before the dev team leaves for the holidays, the Isle official YouTube channel released a new trailer simply titled Hope. This trailer is showcasing much of what the development team has been working on putting into the rebuild, and this looks like a totally different game now. So buckle up, the trailer's packed full of Easter eggs and little sneak peeks. The trailer opens with the new day-night cycle and dynamic weather systems. The first thing I noticed was that the night appears to be brighter. You can see the tops of the trees are illuminated fairly well, and I also noticed the moon got a facelift. It's more realistic in size and doesn't appear to be transparent anymore. The daytime looks absolutely gorgeous, and watching those clouds roll over the landscape looks so real. Dynamic weather is being implemented to help the Isle have a more natural feeling weather system, as the way the weather shifts in the current build of the game is far from subtle. Now, the next part of the trailer, we finally get to see the rework of the main map, now called Isla Sparrow. Whereas the new environments are like nothing we've ever seen before, the attention to detail here is brilliant. You can notice here the tracks left in the sand, they look as if they've actually been pressed down, which looks incredibly lifelike. There's clutter on the beach, it's astounding. The beach, or coastal biome, is just breathtaking. The palm trees stand tall against the jungle background. The sight of birds in the sky and their calls filling the air with sound shows that the developers have put a lot of thought into immersion for this rebuild. Here we can see a rock formation along the coast with boulders littering the sand, while this great arch serves as a gateway to the jungles beyond. Just visually stunning. But before we talk more about the jungle, the trailer shows us another biome, the Grassland. A herd of Stegosaurus roam while a predator lies in wait. The herbivores will come to these open fields to graze, and yes, that's right, graze, the first glimpse of how herbivore gameplay will be changing with the rebuild. The clip shows us that herbivores have adapted to gain a small amount of food by eating grass, implying other food sources will be available. And remember, don't go into the long grass. You never know what might be hiding in there. Now the jungle environment looks real as can be, guys. We got a peek of this in the teaser image released a few weeks ago, but we can now see it in action. The mist hanging in the air, obscuring the canopy above. As we pan down to the ground, we see the forest floor is covered with foliage, and a little dino by this tree on the right might be the Troodon. As we come up to a pond, on the left, we get our first look at what appears to be baby sauropods. I haven't even begun to think that baby longnecks would be in the game. We fade to black and transition to a scene of brackies standing in the distance when we pan down to see a waterfall in the foreground, showing off the huge revamp of the water effects in the game. It is then we are introduced to piscivores, predators that have adopted the niche of preying on fish. This will include dinosaurs such as Suchomimus, who we see on screen appearing to ready itself to catch a fish. This is a feature we have waited so long for. It looks to me like there are at least a couple of different fish in the water. I'm pretty sure we can easily assume one of them is the coelacanth, while the other one might be a small shark. The Sucho crouches down on all fours and prepares to grab a fish right out of the water. This animation looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to see Suchos living along rivers and streams like grizzly bears. Now every time a dinosaur goes for a drink, they will now be scared of the great prehistoric crocodile, Deinosuchus, who will be patrolling the waters of the Isle. Now here we can see its tail slap the camera in what I think is a nod to collision being in the game. The Deinosuchus will be waiting for any unsuspecting dinos drinking along the banks of rivers or streams. The Deinosuchus is so massive, this creature is capable of taking down a T-Rex if it gets too close. The seamless growth in this game just looks truly fantastic, and it appears they make an attempt at the animals realistically growing, paying attention to when certain features develop in a particular dinosaur's life cycle. such as the Triceratops' horns elongating and pointing forward once reaching full maturity, or the Parasaur's crest being nearly non-existent as a juvenile, then growing and elongating as it ages. The dinosaurs will also include size and coloration differences between the sexes, such as the adult male parasaur being larger than the adult female. Also notice how the male hatchling includes its crest color. Here in the next scene, we can see a Camarasaurus included in the background, as compies chew away at this discarded Triceratops carcass. Swarms of Compsognathus gather at corpses, acting as natural cleanup crews, adding to a sense of life and activity in this world. Lastly, we have probably the biggest reveal of this trailer. The Spinosaurus is in the final shot, revealing the redesign that the developers have been keeping tight-lipped on for so long. I gotta say, the Spino looks amazing and the roar is just blood-curdling. It's clear the Spinosaurus has finally gotten the love it deserves. And we can also see in this shot, Sauropods appear to be eating from the trees in the background. Specifically, those are Brachiosaurus, and we can see multiple pteranodons flying in the sky above. One of the last big things to bring up from the trailer is the outro. The outro has several references to primal carnage extinction. The screen quickly flashes "For a Better Tomorrow," the slogan of the Phoenix International Corporation. Then we see a brief view of the Phoenix Corporation's logo, and I don't know what the tie-in really means for the Isle guys, but I can assume it'll be a fun addition to the game's lore. Then the final Easter egg is a roar that sounds very similar to the Primal Carnage T-Rex. Well guys, that's just about it for everything I was able to find in the new Hope trailer for the Isle. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I am incredibly hyped for the release of the Isle's rebuild. Now we can finally see what the devs have been doing all this time and the new look for the game we've all been waiting for. I have to say, I'm blown away. You have me, Dondi. Take me places. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe and ring the bell to join me for my next video. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if you spotted anything I missed and what you are most excited for in the rebuild of the Isle. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Peace.